Hi guys, and welcome back to Endless Craftibilities. If you are new to our channel, this is not our normal get up, so please go to our welcome videos so that you can see what we're about. We're super fun and you're gonna want to come back to our channel week after week. If you are our return subscribers, again, this is not our normal get up, but we wanted to offer you guys a special treat during Black History Month. And we've got some special guests that are going to be visiting with us, our young king and queens.
Wait,
So,
you got royalty on this channel?
yes.
In that little box book thing up there? In the king and queen?
It's a laptop.
So
they're not like
laptops.
kings and queens of a land. They're just important. Like, you helped us with equal rights, and so yes, you did. You help us with equal rights, so we now know our value. We now know that we're important, and so I call them young king and queen because I want them to know that they're royalty.
But they're all in that book thingy?
It's called a laptop. Here in the future, Miss Parks, we've got like laptops and the internet. I really cannot describe the internet to you. I've tried telling my mama what the internet is, and I'm not ever successful. So let's just assume that you know what the laptop is, and that you know what the internet is, and that you know that I don't have young kids trapped in a box. Because I don't have the kids trapped in a box. Okay, so I am going to share with you guys a little bit that I know about Miss Parks, and then Miss Parks is going to tell us some things about herself as well. We are going to get into a fun craft after saying our words of affirmation, and then we are going to jump into a small reading of a book that tells us a great deal about Miss Parks, okay? Again, all of this in honor of Black History Month, and we're going to continue picking different amazing people who have shaped our history throughout the rest of this month so that you guys can see them and know just how great people were before you that set the stage so that your future, your today would be amazing. And just how today you have to know your value so that you can set the stage for the people that are coming after you, just like Miss Parks did. Okay? So, I am kind, I am important, I am smart, I am brave, I am loved, and I am amazing. So, Miss...
That is a very cute word. That's a very...
I think she like it.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to share a story about Miss Parks, and then Miss Parks will share a story. What I know about Miss Parks is that 7053 mugshot that she got was not from her deciding that she was not going to get up from the bus. Okay? That actually came after she decided that she was not going to move her seat. And the story behind that is because Miss Parks and other many brown people didn't look like some of the other people, they wanted them to sit in the back of the bus. That's not fair. So what Miss Parks did and some other people did, they wanted to make sure that brown people had the same rights, same opportunities, just the same fairness as everyone else. So, not intending actually for it to be a major event, which it actually turned into a major event, Miss Parks, they asked her, because it's you, they asked her to move her seat and to go to the back of the bus, and she refused. After that, the brown community decided that they were going to go into a boycott. They were going to show that this unfair treatment was unacceptable. And what they did was organized carpools. Carpools is when several people ride with you. They just catch a ride with you if you're going in that same area. So thousands of people did that during that time. So what that did was take money from the bus company. They did not expect to lose so much money from this boycott, but they did. So several events after that, they were trying to encourage, in a not so positive way, the brown people to go back to going onto the bus, to go back to the way that it was, even though it wasn't so fair, even though it wasn't so nice. So after that, several other events occurred. We won't get into the details of those here on the channel because we just don't have that much time, but it ended up calling for Mrs. Parks and several other prominent very important brown people's arrest. And so when the arrest was called out, or the warrants were kind of issued out, Miss Parks and several of the others decided that they would just peacefully turn themselves in. So that's when she got that 7053 mugshot, and several times after that, being able to share that story, and calls for, I don't know why the ice machine is going during my interview. No one respects history, apparently. Handsome! Respect history! Stop getting ice.
You wanted water.
I did want water. I'm sorry. It's hot in my house, guys. Okay, anyway. Okay. It's not really coffee. I just thought that it would be best to have a coffee cup because Miss Parks told me I should. It's actually nothing in here. Anyway. Back to my point here. Miss Parks, could you tell us about not wanting to move your seat on the bus?
We should all be treated equally because... Thank you.
Okay, go back.
Well, each person must live their life as a model for others, and if I moved, I would be showing that I am less than what I am supposed to be. So I wanted to be a model, I wanted to be a leader, and I wanted to show them the right thing to do.
I think that's really awesome. So guys, it's similar to what we're trying to do on this channel. We are just trying to remind you all that you are important, that you are valuable, that you matter. And again, just like Miss Parks, she shined during her time. She lit up the entire world with love. And you guys are going to be able to do the same. And just like her, changing the course of everyone's life right now, right? We are deemed equal because of the acts of her, Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Madam C.J. Walker, Catherine, oh, her last name leaves me right now, but just all of these amazing, amazing brown people. So continue to shine bright so that you guys can also change the world. And then let's get into our craft for today. Well, let's get into our book and then we'll get into our craft for today. So, I am not affiliated with this author. I just love to see people doing great. And especially in the month of Black History Month, she's a brown author. So, I want to say it right. It's Vashti Harrison. She does a lot of these little legend books, which we love. We read a lot in my house. And she's got a special page for, guess what? Miss Parks. So we're going to get into reading that, and then after that we will do our craft. I'll go ahead and make this several different videos so that you guys are not sitting with us for an extended amount of time, but able to click to the video that you really, really want to be able to do. Little Leaders. Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History by Vashti Harrison. Again, I do not have rights to this book. I am not affiliated with this book, but I do think that she's an amazing author. And I wanted to recognize her as a brown author during the Black History Month and to share some of her writings during this time as well. So we're going to read about Rosa Parks, born 1913, and she left this earth in 2005. She was an activist and a writer. And it reads, growing up in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa detested the rules of segregation. Having to drink from different water fountains or being bared from whites-only restaurants, and in the South, growing up in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa detested the rules of segregation, having to drink from different water fountains or being bared from whites-only restaurants, and in the South, rules for riding the bus were particularly harsh. A black person had to enter through the front door, pay the fare, exit the bus, and then re-enter through the rear door. Each bus had 3 sections, a whites-only section in the front, a black section in the back, and an overflow section in the middle. If the middle was empty, a black person could sit there. But if one white person wanted to sit in the middle, every black person would have to get up and stand in the back of the bus. In December 1955, after a long shift at work, Rosa waited for a bus with empty seats and finally got one with the seat in the overflow section. But before long, the white section became full, and Rosa and others were asked to move. Enough was enough for Rosa. She refused to relinquish her seat. The bus driver filed charges. Rosa was arrested and jailed. She used her one phone call to contact her friends at the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Rosa was not the first person to fight these laws, and it wasn't even her first time she had been arrested previously for defying bus rules. But her protest ignited a reaction that caught the attention of the whole country. Martin Luther King Jr. called for a boycott of all public transportation in Montgomery. The Montgomery bus boycott was a key event of the civil rights movement and set off a chain reaction of protest across the United States. The boycott was ultimately successful. In 1956, the bus system was integrated. But there was still a long way to go in the fight for civil rights, so Rosa continued to work with the NAACP and the Black Power movement throughout her life. We thank Rosa, and we thank all the others that came before us that gave us the opportunity to have equal rights. Thank you guys for reading this book with us.